So I talk to a lot of customers showing how AI can summarize lots of different information. So typically when I show them things like Excel, like I've got on the screen here, like there's a big table of information and then I'm using Copilot in order to summarize or give me the suggested points of that data, which is cool. And then I go and move to things like agent mode where we can create like pivot tables or different visualizations of that data, which is also really cool. But when I'm doing sessions for like board level or CXO level people, showing them walls of text can't be the best way. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Like when we're creating these visualizations, especially in Word here, agent mode is awesome, by the way, you should try it out. Would it be cool when we interact with an agent that it gives us those visualizations for exec level only, right? Great. I love visualizations. I'm very much a visual learner myself. But when we're showing Copilot and like we're showing Researcher, which is another awesome tool, don't get me wrong, but it's again a wall of text. I don't read out all of the things that Researcher is showing because it's just not good time. But the visualizations I do talk about. I do show them the breakdown of the information that it found when it did that deep research. But I wanted to build that into things like Copilot Studio. So this is a really short session to go through my thinking, first of all, why I decided to spend time in building this, but also show you the power of things like Code Interpreter, which is built into Copilot Studio, that you can use and prompt to the ways that you want to visualize or create information from. Now, this is not a rehash of other videos that you might find on YouTube. There's lots of these to go away and build brand new assets using Code Interpreter. Go and have a look at these. This is just purely for creating really simple visuals for execs. So bear with me. Over here in Copilot Studio, I built this really simple agent for a second. That is not important. But what is important is the sets of tools that we've got access to. So I've given it access to a tool, which is, this is an agent flow. This is actually going to call the prompt tool, the code interpreter for us. And you notice I've got both of these on the screen. With adding just the prompt, just in code interpreter to this is not going to give you the visualizations that you need. I'll explain that in a second. It's more important when we get to the flow, because what happens is we need to break down the information the code interpreter is giving us in order to extract the visualization or the text that we need. But when we're creating the prompt, so just waiting for this to light up for a second so we can go in there. Here we go. I'll show you how you can instruct Code Interpreter or Python in order to build the visualization that you need. And this is what it looks like. So here, what I've done is I've set up the tool. I've gone into the settings and of course turned on Code Interpreter. That needs to be enabled. Ooh, this content moderation level is new as well. I don't remember seeing that over the weekend. So there we go. We're going to have a look at that. And then we're instructing the agent to say, well, from this data, and this could be text, it could be a document that is ingesting into this tool, then I want your role to be a data visualization expert. So just like we give these agents instructions, we're instructing this tool to give us the output that we're expecting. And here I've got a couple of different things to tell the agent about how it should handle the requests and what it should output using Python. And then I've given it a set of instructions about how it should go through and create that visualization for us, where certain things are critical, because in my testing, I've had to highlight certain areas about where it wasn't creating the visualization I needed or didn't understand like how to build those. So I've instructed that in these ways. This is all around hero metrics, for example, this executive scorecard number 1, as I call it. And then towards the end here, in my testing, I noticed that if you don't put this last prompt in to show the agent about what type of asset it should output, then what it's going to do by default is create you an image, like a PNG, that is great within this testing, but then doesn't pass the base 64 code to the agent that then can be created through an adaptive card to show you in the chat. So I've had to instruct this agent to say, don't create a file, don't add it to the disk. You want to give me the raw code, the base 64 string, and output that so I can reuse it. So when I go through and actually test this, when it goes through and gives me the response, you'll see that this is blank, but it actually has created some code off the back of that. That is super important when creating this type of visualization. So while this is building for a second, if you can imagine, if you're creating an informational graphic or something that is a little bit more, has a lot more detail around it rather than just an exec scoreboard, then you might want to instruct that in a slightly different way. And again, as I'm telling my customers how they go through and create the instructions for any type of agent, start in Copilot. Give it the premise about what you want the agent to do, and it'll go through and actually structure the prompts for you in the best way. And then you can just copy and paste that into a new agent. Similar to this, if you're creating some new visualizations, start in Copilot first, work out what you want to do, what you want to see, then create the code, and you can copy and paste that code into here. This prompt, not code, sorry. It's creating the code for you as part of Python behind the scenes. Here we can see it's built it. We don't have a name, but we can see this asset that it's created for us. Let's see if we download this, what happens. We can't download it, but we can see at the very bottom of the screen that we can see an image and the long code that stretches all the way across the screen, which is the base 64, the code that we need for that type of image. This is perfect. We want to see that. We can also see the run details as well to ensure that it has created the base 64 for us, which is awesome. And the output we have already set to documents and images. So that needs to be set as well to ensure that we get the right output. Okay. Very quick overview in creating that type of tool. Like I said, there's lots of videos out there that you might want to already have a look at. I'm not going to save those changes. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to create an agent flow. The agent flow then is when the agent itself calls this tool, then pass through that prompt tool for code interpreter. And then we want to have a parse JSON that will basically explode or deconstruct all of the information from code interpreter, and then we can just pick the bits that we want. So here we've created an agent flow. We'll go into designer. I can show you what this looks like. So very simply, we need a payload from the agent. So this could be the file content or the text that's being brought through. Then we're going to call the tool that we were just in, that executive scorecard number 1. We can edit in here, by the way, if you just wanted to make some modifications. The output is going to be the file content or the base 64 code that we want. But underneath this, there is an array of information that we need to understand and just get the bits that we need to pass that back to the agent. So again, we've got this response here, which is response v2, prediction output. And then I've got a schema that is basically understanding all of those little bits that we need to pull apart. So this is this array that I was talking about. And then once we got the information that we need, then we can get the information from that parse JSON, that base 64 content, and then pass that back to the agent. Cool. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's go back to the agent and our exec reporting system. Very well named, of course. And you can see if we go back to our tools that the one that we want to call is the flow. Don't try and call this one up here because it won't work. The reason being is you need to split apart that array and get the information that you need. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go back into that tool within Copilot Studio. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. And this is where we need to select an adaptive card. And we're going to use a formula. And then we're going to add in this adaptive card formula here. So when we get the information, the output from that flow, that we know how to present it within the chat window that we can see over here on the right-hand side. Now, in my testing, it'd be good if somebody puts this in the comments, but I've also had to go into advanced and also say specifically what information I want Copilot to bring back. And I've stipulated the image here. Now, this has been a little bit hit and miss. What you can do is you can instruct the agent in the description field within here about what you wanted to see. So in my testing, it was giving me the image, and it was trying to be super helpful in giving me a summary of that image as well, and then was trying to regurgitate the base 64 code. Well, I didn't want that. So this was a little bit hit and miss. So what I have done in the agent instructions and the general instructions is I've also put a statement in here as well. And now I can get it to work very, very well. So in the general instructions down the bottom here, I have a little extract that says image only. Your internal goal is to pass the base64 image into the adaptive card. Don't attempt to do the readout. So it was giving me some markdown files and then regurgitating the base code, which was really messy. Obviously the chat then fails because it's got a lot of information in there that can't comprehend. So this seems to have sorted that issue out. And then let's show you what it looks like. So we could say something like, give me the summary for FY24 impact report. So that's going to go off, and I've got some assets in here that is just going to bring back some information that was available on the internet. I've also given it some web grounding as well, so it can go off and find some relevant information just for demo purposes, really. Here's the agent bringing back that summary. So like I said in the very beginning, showing this to like execs, like, hey, here's a wall of text for you to read. Now it's done a really good job in Markdown here, highlighting the key elements, which is pretty cool. You can instruct that as well through the general instructions about how you want that information to be brought back. But maybe we want this agent to create a visualization as well as this information that's bringing back. So here we can see, would you like me to also summarize the environmental and social impacts? Well, no, but I might want to say something like, create an exec visualization. Now I'm doing this manually here in purposes of this video, but we could instruct this agent to automatically go and generate the image for us as it brings back that information. So again, just for demo purposes, you can see the payload, the input that's being sent, and then we can see the output, which is this long string of base64 that I keep talking about. And this is this visualization I'm talking about. I've actually created a number of these. The idea being that it's giving you the metric. It's probably not as clear on your screen as is mine, but we can see over time then the periods that are important but not highlighted, but the most important metric that we can see in a highlighted color. And then it's just very high level summary about what this information is showing you on the screen. And then I've also got it as well to give us a little bit of a summary about what this image includes, just because now it works. It's not regurgitating that code like it was in the past. Remember, that's where we instructed it over in the tool itself and the general instructions as well. So if you head over to this repo that I've created, I started to build a couple of different visualizations that you can try out. I'll grow this over time if people are interested in this. This was a weekend project, but it gives you an idea of the visualizations about might be key in that type of agent where board level or exec level needs to interact with data. And then I've given you just a bit of a summary about how it works and why those prompts for Python have been created in that way. And then also I've given you the extract about how the general instructions are put together as well. But in the repo itself, you can see I've put a number, I haven't counted them yet. There's a number of visualization prompts that you can click on. So if we click on the strategic quadrant, we can see the prompt that we put into the prompt tool for Code Interpreter. So hopefully that might be some use to someone. I've learned a lot about Code Interpreter and Python on the weekend and how agents interact with that tool. So there we go. Hopefully that'll be good. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.